Hello everyone, and welcome back for some more Let's Play Witch on the Holy Night. We are moving on to the final of the extra chapters, because I've heard that this one is pretty fun and pretty silly, except I've also heard it is mundo long. I've heard that it will probably take 2 videos, which is wild. We are heading to Anyone Can Sleep But Not Laugh. Okay, there is someone brand new on that lineup. Is that the final character? The one that's been mysteriously missing? Warning. Welcome to the Kuonji Estate of Misaki Town in the fall, a year after Witch on the Holy Night. What follows is an extra chapter that's pretty long. If you just finished Witch on the Holy Night, we recommend you take a break first. That is one of the nicest warnings I've ever seen in a video game. Legitimately. I really like that. It's been like a year now, huh? Okay. Noon, Central Park. I finished making extra prints at the store and threw away the disposable camera so I didn't have to carry it around. Okay, whose POV are we in? It's a beautiful day out. The sky was clear and the autumn air was crisp. The troubles of the summer were gone and it was a brand new day. I, Kojika Kumari, was about to spend my long weekend at the strangest of events. Now the question is this canon or is this silly? I'm gonna say canon. They didn't say it's not.
Oh
my god, are we having a sleepover? Please. An hour had passed already and it was 1 p.m. Aoko Ozaki arrived at our meeting place. Ozaki was my classmate, friend, and comrade on the student council. We'd only been friends since high school, but it oddly felt longer, like we'd always known each other. As you can see, she was as bright and lively as ever. If she was a drink, she'd be a soft drink, a carbonated soda. The type that tastes great, and then you realize it's slowly killing you on the inside, and you should probably remove it from your diet. She was the kind of person who solved a tough problem by hitting it until it surrendered. That's a new outfit too, that's cute.
全く間違いだらけね。誕生日を祝うから連休始めに来てほしい。各自料理持参としか書かれていなかったわ。そうなの？ごめん。アリスったらこういうのまだ慣れていないから。朝一でやっぱり迎えに来てって電話してきたのはそういうわけだったのね。
Whose birthday party is this? That's the question. I'm gonna doubt it's Sojiro's. It feels like he doesn't know when his birthday is. That feels like something that would be not public knowledge to him. Is it Aoko's? It might be Aoko's. Alice? I kind of doubt that too. But we'll see. We'll see. But Alice wrote the invite?
まあ、それはそれとして。くまりさん。後ろのなんとも場違いに地味な方って、もしかしてお連れの方？
あれ、嫌だな。このスーツ、昨日下ろしたばっかりなんだけど。おめかしして見えないかい?
It's gonna be mad weird if you come to the birthday party. Like, your teacher coming to your birthday is fine if you're like 6 or 7. God, I totally invited my teacher to my birthday a couple times as a kid. Like, as a kid, right? I think she just stayed with my mom and drank, which is fair.
コピーペーパーと見間違うほどいつも通りです。
Wow.
山城先生。
Wow.
それで今日は何でしょう？教え子を尾行するとか、あと数年したら立派な犯罪になりますから自重してほしいんですけど。
I mean, I'm shocked it's not illegal now. Aozaki never pulled her punches inside or outside of school. She was particularly harsh to Mr. Yamashiro, almost like they were related.
お、ストーキングってやつだね。そういうのは青崎くんの方が得意だと思うんだが、いや、あくまで個人的な感想だから聞き流して。
That's a balls to the walls thing to say to a student, my friend.
ほら、怖い顔しないで、これを見て。今朝、僕のところにも招待状が送られていてね。見れば、生徒会の役員が参加とある。生徒会顧問として君たちの監督をしないといけないだろ?
Weird. I don't trust you. The invitation Mr. Yamashiro pulled out was the same one as I got. Ozaki looked surprised, to say the least. That was no act.
その字は宗十郎か。 あいつが変に律儀なこと気をつけておくべきだった。
Sojiro doesn't understand things.
素晴らしい気遣いじゃないか。僕はね、青崎くん、しずきくんはいつか多分おそらく機会さえあればやる生徒だと思っていたんだ。それがこんな楽しそうなイベントに青崎が何するか不安なので監督しに来てください。
We gotta get rid of this guy. Can we get him plastered drunk and get him out of here?
なんて書かれた招待状を送ってくるなんて成長の度合い著しい。
Ozaki let out a defeated sigh. She couldn't turn away Mr. Yamashiro since he'd been formally invited. However cold-hearted she may appear, she did have a sense of etiquette.
仕方ない。こぶつきだけど案内するわ。
You are just Taiga from Toradora, aren't you? Why are you so small?
二人ともクオン自邸は初めて？
初めてです。地元の住人なら白犬塚にはあまり近寄りませんからね。
私はそうでもないけど、そもそもこの山、この辺りの子供にしたらちょっとした聖地なんだし。
Maybe sacred ground was an exaggeration, but I couldn't think of a better way to describe it. For years, there have been urban legends circulating about the hills here there, like the demon dog of the slope, or the one where if you went into the woods on a foggy day, you'd come out as either someone different or with strange powers. Those stories were probably the reason kids came here, to test their courage. In elementary school, if you went into the woods and touched the mailbox of the haunted house, you were officially awesome, right up until graduation. I guess that's why sacred ground seemed to fit the area.
なるほど。青崎くんは2年半この道を通学路に使っていたんだね。
Miss Yamashiro gazed down at the city excitedly. It was the first time he'd seen it from this angle. I'd like to feel that excited too, but I couldn't relax given the situation. Because...
青崎くん、受験勉強ははかどってる？ま、君はきっちり自己管理できる子だから心配するまでもないんだけどね。
言われなくてもきっちりやってます。山城先生のお手は煩わせません。
Mm-hmm. You know, one of the main reasons that teachers are always like, I just noticed he has like the same tie, the sort of the same pattern as Taiga. Just a little thing. Fujimura, that is. The reason that teachers want you to get good marks is not necessarily for you to do well, it's so that they don't get yelled at, because they need to keep their grades up.
ならいいけど、青崎くん推薦蹴っちゃうんだもんな。そんなに地元の大学は嫌かい？
いや、というわけではありません。選択肢を狭めたくなかっただけです。私は結構ですから、助言ならくまりさんにしてあげてください。
いや、くまりくんは鉄板でしょう。もう水空の推薦取っているんですから。ご両親もくまりくん自身も水空への進学を決めているわけですし。
あ、
Ah! I silently tried to tell Ozaki to ignore the topic. Let me take a moment here to talk about my history and what was happening today. My name is Kojika Kumari. I'm a third-year senior in high school. You know what students are like, struggling through exams without any hopes or dreams? Well, I'm not a typical student. I want to attend a college in the city. I'm planning to attend a local university. Given my current academic performance, well, that should be a piece of cake. What is this song? What is this? What is this, like, Dynasty Warriors music? I feel like I'm ready to send out my troops against Lu Bu. Very strange. My parents insist I get a job. They don't want me attending a college at all.
お前はうちの鍵を手伝うんだから、大学に行く必要はない。
Well, that's why it's Dynasty Warriors music. That dude looks straight out of like a... Like that looks like, you know, Lord Shingen. That's my old-fashioned father for you, big as and as hard-headed as a bear. Luckily, my older brother managed to convince him to let me go despite his archaic ways. Mad Daddy?
特に体操競技とか、あん馬をやらずして何が青春か。
That's weird.
だからお前は長男なのだ。釣りはこそ司法。あん馬とか軟弱すぎて話にならん。
How many are there? Oh my god.
ばっかじゃねえのダブル兄貴。かっちょいいのは鉄棒でしょやっぱ。縦回転のグルーヴ感とか脳内麻薬ドッパドパ。
Are we gonna go
社会復帰とか難しいから。
4 for 4? Yep.
そして自慢したい。うちの妹、美咲で一番可愛いって自慢したい。クソいけすかねスケート部の奴らとか間違いなく俺たちに土下座するよね。
Will we get a
妹さんを
fifth
スケート
brother?
部にくださいって。
Nope. Honestly, my brothers are idiots. Those gymnastic events were male only, for goodness
な
sake.
んという無屈的兄弟愛。
That's an interesting way to localize that.
お前たちのような脳筋をこれ以上増やしたくないが、小鹿ならそんな悪夢はおきまい。
Now, is that a mouth or a mustache? That's the question.
しゃあねえ。みぞら大なら俺も許す。地元の大学だし、うちの常連さんも増えるだろうしな。
That was the decision my 4 brothers and father came to in their little huddle. Just thinking about my family makes me want to die. But that's how it's been since elementary school, so I'm used to feeling like that. I did as my father asked and set my sights on Missouri Sports Science U. That put him at ease, but I had other things in mind. I convinced him to let me put down a college in the city as my safety school.
先生への建前上、進路希望には3つまで志望校を書く必要があったの。形の上だけだから、受験代の用意はしなくていい。
My father believed every word of it. Of course, I fully intend to go to my second choice in the city. That's why I secretly worked as a part-time job. That saved enough over 3 years to cover living costs if I passed and get in. I'd have to get a loan for tuition fees, but it was the only way to make the plan work. My father was stubborn and brash, but he appreciated hard work and diligence. If he saw that I passed my exams while saving up enough money to pay for myself, he'd probably let me go. Not that I wouldn't even if he disapproved. Everything was going according to plan so far. The only thing that could stop me was sudden illness preventing me from taking the entrance exam. Alright, there was one other
そう
thing.
いえば青崎くんは彼氏とかいないのかい？
You are just a problem as a teacher. Why would you? Why? Aozaki didn't reply. It's a beautiful day and Mr. Yamashiro had been invited to a party, so he couldn't be thinking straight. He'd unknowingly spoke a word forbidden in Misaki High. Strangely, and again maybe it's not so strange, Aozaki was single. She was undoubtedly attractive if she wasn't speaking to you. But she was permanently in a bad mood, and didn't bother with small talk.
山城先生、徹夜明けですか？
いや、だってほら、気になるでしょ？もうすぐ生徒会の役割から解放されるわけですしね。青崎くんほどの子が青春を謳歌しないのは教師として僕も心苦しい。
お心遣いありがとうございます、山城先生。
Ooh, that was dripping with, passive aggressiveness.
でしたら、今から付き合いましょうか？とりあえず、恋人同士らしく、そこの暗がりに連れ込んでいいですか？ええ、これからすることとか、あまり人目につくとまずいので。
Wow. Wow, okay. Aozaki beamed. If looks could kill.
ご
Yo,
めん。確かに正気じゃな
he
く
Korean
だ
backdashed.
からその明日にも僕から職を奪いそうな企みはやめてくれ。
Like that had iframes.
そもそも受験生に恋はご法度だったしね。いや、健全で大いに結構。
Mr. Yamashiro laughed uncomfortably.
まったくです。くれぐれも口には気をつけてくださいね、山城先生。これから行くところで、そんな浮ついた頭のやつとかいませんから。
Oh,
ね、クマ。
and then Kuma, the bear from Tekken, is there, and he's like, "Yep, that's right. I'm a bear from Tekken. I can also Korean backdash."
そうね。
I know that's her. I know it was her nickname.
パーティーといっても、あくまで誕生会って話だし。
But who? I was starting to feel a little inadequate. I wasn't as attractive or cool as Ozaki. I mean, I wasn't even sure my college plan was really gonna work. I felt more anxious every day. Pathetic, I know. If I didn't already have enough to worry about, there was the equally big problem of a boy at school.
けど、よくクオンジさんが承諾したわね。 青崎の話じゃ彼女の父親でさえめったに入れないんでしょ。
Oh, is this actually Alice's birthday?
うん。それには私も驚いてる。人間変われば変わるもんだってね。
Oh my god, did she
しず
ask
き
for
君のお
this?
友達なら上がってもらって構わないけど。
なんてセリフアリスから出ると思わなかったわ。
Wow. Huh. Wait, he invited his teacher as a friend? That's really sad. It's really sad, buddy. You're in high school. The gate to Shiro Inuzuka stood tall, as if designed to ward off visitors. I wonder if they're going to turn off the magic of the mansion. Because that'd be a problem. Aozaki opened the gate. It wasn't even locked. I felt like we were passing into a different world. Is it just me, or do the trees and mountains look different inside? Shut up, what? No way. Oh my god, there's a page there. Is that showing that it's a decision? Frick, this is a choose your own adventure thing? Oh my god, okay. For the sake of... Kind of want to go with this one. Let's enter by myself. I spaced out, and random thoughts filled my mind.
くまりくん、何しているんですか？行きますよ。
Oh my god, I'm so excited now.
はい、すぐ行きます。
The other two had already set off. I picked up my things and followed them. Did that decision actually mean anything? Was it just to show, hey, there's decisions? Ozaki was verbally sparring with Mr. Yamashiro as they walked down the tree-lined path. I hurried after them. Looking up at the sky, I saw ominous clouds starting to roll in.
あれ？今日の天気予報どうだったっけ？
The heavens looked like they could open up any moment. Would I have to trek back home in the rain? Yo, the house. Once we were past the woods, I could see more clearly. In the clearing stood a large building that felt out of time.
おや、これはまた立派な洋館だ。幽霊屋敷なんて誰が言い出したんだろうね。誹謗中傷もいいところだ。
そうでもないですよ。火のないところに煙は立たないって言葉。ここに限っては本当ですから。お化けが出たくらいで騒がないでくださいね。
It's
山
funny
城
because
先生。
he's gonna think she's joking, but she's actually super right. Yeah.
青崎くんがそんな冗談を口にするなんて、僕らとしてはそっちの方が怖いな。
I wonder if he actually believed her. I've known Ozaki for 3 years, and I think she's never told a joke with that expression.
青崎、今の話、本当？お化けが出るかは別にして、不思議なことなら起こらないこともないわ。大丈夫。おかしなものを見てもスルーすれば害はないから。
Just ignore it. Just ignore it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's my favorite thing. If my friend sees something weird and they're questioning me, I say, just don't worry about it. They're like, that makes me worry more. And it's like, oh, just don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it, man. Just don't worry about it. I agreed with Mr. Yamashiro. Ignore anything weird, even ghosts, was kind of a scary thing to say. Looks a little brighter than normal. The foyer of the Kuanji's estate was colder than I expected. I knew the mountains were colder, but this was something else. It felt like winter in here.
中も驚きですね。外見から典型的なチューダー式かと思いましたが、ロビーの作りはロマネスク建築に近い。
Bro, you're a dork.
隣の通路とロビーとでも大きく年代が違いますね。まるでここだけ違う建物から持ってきた。おや？
不思議、山城がいるよ。
No, I agree, bro. I heard a stupid, irritating voice behind me, and sure enough, there was an idiot standing in the foyer.
小鹿も一緒じゃん。そっか、会長ったら朝からいないと思ったら二人を迎えに行ってたんだな。
We're just gonna get everyone together, huh? Okay, this is gonna be fun.
ちょっと、なんでホウスケがいんのよ。
I swear to God, if the priest and nuns are here.
宗十郎が声をかけたんでしょ。あいつ今日はみんなを喜ばせるとか張り切ってたから。
That's not... What? Why would he be the surprise? The nice surprise? Can you imagine someone's like, I have a nice surprise for you, and they just bring like the class clown?
適切なチョイスじゃないけど最悪ってわけでもないんじゃない？木の実くん、とにかく騒がしいし。
You need a little bit of comedic relief, you know?
おう、任せとけ。ご期待に沿うよう今日は大量に新ネタ仕込んできたからね。階段もモノマネ芸もそう簡単には品切れにはならねえぜ。
I feel like he's the type to go like, hey guys, hey. My wife. And they're all like, okay.
騒がしいだけならガチョウでも代用は聞くでしょうに。しずきの考えってほんとわかんない。
Usually a carton of milk falling over is what I like to imagine.
オスケ、バカッとしてないで荷物持ってよ。
そこはボケだよね。ボケって言うんだよね、普通。
I'm just a funny little guy. Come on. I ignored him and put my overnight bag down on the floor.
中身見ないでよね。
頼まれたって見ないっしょ。小鹿の色気のない着替えとかもう No thanks, no future, no tax.
Sorry, I need to hear that one more time. What did he say?
頼まれたって見ないっしょ。小鹿の色気のない着替えとかもう No thanks, no future, no tax.
No thanks. No future. No tax?
いや、にしても重いな。体に似合わず重装備じゃねえか、おい。
Osuke picked up my bag and carried it toward the hallway to the east wing. They completely missed something he said there. Of course it was heavy. Couldn't come here without my trusty wok, cleaver, rice, and char siu. Well, what if I wanted fried rice later?
あっちが今よ。基本パーティー会場はこっちだから。それとアリスの気遣いで客室も用意されているから、疲れたらそっちに移動して。
For like the
着替え
first
とか
time
は
ever,
客室で済ませちゃってね。
half the rooms in the house are getting use. In that case, decision B. I'm gonna pick all the bottom options first. I'll do something random. I decided to do something completely meaningless. Honestly, I didn't mean anything by it. Just wasn't even a sudden idea, just a whim, a flight of fancy.
ちょっと落とし物したかも。外を探してくるから先に今に行っていて。外に戻るの？それなら私も行くわ。
何言ってんだよ会長。落とし物したのは小鹿の同時だろ。
This is interesting.
会長関係ねえじゃ
This
ん。
is really interesting.
それより今に来てくれよ。会長がいないとアリスちゃんに何話していいかわかんないよ。
Oh, my man's scared of Alice.
でもクマ一人には。
青崎くん、とりあえず今まで案内してくれません？このロビーちょっと冷えますので。
いやでもゲストを一人っきりにするわけには。いいって気にしないで、すぐに戻るから。ホウスケ、荷物返して。やっぱり自分で持つ。
Why is she grabbing... Oh, to put it in the bag, which she dropped? I left the others behind and headed outside. Aimlessly, I wandered the woods near the mansion, gawking like a tourist. No one was around and the sky was getting increasingly cloudy. That was strange. Felt like someone was watching me. I'm just going away. Curious, I should check it out. Time to find out who that was. Oh my god, is it Bayo? Went against my better judgment, but I decided to track down whoever had been watching me. I headed around to the rear of the mansion, where there was a small thicket. Looked only slightly better kept than the woods surrounding the estate. There. Oh my god, what are you doing here? You should be here. I saw a woman. She looked terribly out of place.
おや、君も今日のゲスト?
Okay, this feels super uncanon then. You actually can't be here. Instinctively, I backed away. That was how overwhelming her presence was. The leaves crinkled and crunched as my heels tramped them during my hasty retreat. The woman watched me with amusement as if observing a small animal.
いや、ゲストには何の期待もしていなかったんだが、いるじゃないか。
What?
私好みの目の保養が。 いいね。青子も気が利くようになったもんだ。これなら退屈はしなさそうだよ。
What do you mean by that? The way she looked at me was a little, no, incredibly off-putting. Where are the police when you need them?
そう警戒するな。私も君と同じゲストだ。仲良くしよ
Could you freaking imagine if Alice actually invited Toko?
う。しかし、何事か始まる前に周囲の地形を確認に来る人間が
What the frick is
私の他にい
happening?
るとはね。うん。気に入った。気に入ったし可愛いので大サービスしてあげよう。私は普段よく見えない。私は青崎の部屋にいる。そして私は犯人ではない。
What? Is this gonna be a murder mystery?
え？
切り札になるからあまり口外しないようにね。
Well, I mean, I think I know who that is. And with those strange words, the woman walked off in the direction of the mansion. I didn't feel like following her, so I re-entered the house from the front door. Oh, okay. Once in the foyer, I could hear laughter coming from the east wing drawing room to my right. I kept Ozaki waiting long enough. Picking up my luggage, I made my way over. Ozaki was waiting in the east
ごめ
wing.
ん、待たせた？別に。私も今のところやることないし。とりあえず中に入って。顔見知りばっかりだけど、一応挨拶はしておかないとね。
It's Aoko for you. Always likes to do things properly. With her characteristic sincerity on full display, she turned the doorknob. Let's see here. Whoa. The moment I entered, I had to stop myself from jumping out of my skin. The parlor was cozy compared to the lobby, but I didn't have time to appreciate it. I was too distracted by a familiar face I hadn't expected to run into. Here she is. First was Alice Kuonji. I was nervous because I'd only met her once or twice, but she wasn't the one who surprised me. Oh! Next was Bayo. He was a child who often hung around the shopping district, almost like a guardian spirit, or perhaps a greedy little goblin. I'd spoken to him before, so he wasn't much shocker either. Okay! Interesting, he's just assimilated into the city, huh? Last was the student council vice president. Bring you luck! Come to think of it, he was acquainted with Ozaki and Shizuki, so it makes sense that he be at this birthday party. It did make sense, right?
ちょっと、なんで築地がいるの？あら、飛び丸も来るって言ってなかったっけ？
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense, especially he actually knows
と
Alice.
いうか、いちいち言わないとダメだったかしら。ダメってことは別にないけど。ならいいじゃない。生徒会じゃ毎日顔合わせているんだ
Yeah,
し、
what's
気になら
the
ないでしょ？
worry?
学校の中と外は別よ。だいたい私、これ普段着なんだし。
Oh no, you look slightly more casual. Ozaki gave me a look that said, and? Of course there was a problem. Could you blame me for hiding it? To be frank, I had a crush on Tobimaru Tsukiji. Oh. I'd felt this way for 3 years. 3 whole years and I still haven't said anything. I knew it was spineless of me. This might not mean much coming from me, but I didn't always used to be a coward. During my freshman year, I was only vaguely aware of him as Ozaki's coworker. I only really became aware of my feelings during my second year. He spoke to me often, maybe because he trusted me as Ozaki's friend. And whenever he did, I went home happy. At the time, I didn't know why. The realization hit me when we happened to be cleaning up together after a school festival my second year. We were just hiding things away when, bam! I realized maybe I'd liked him all along. They say love's a poison, but yeesh, talk about delayed effects. Anyway, nothing really changed after that. In an act of rebellion against my simple-minded family, I decided to never inherit the family business. That was why I like to believe I've been hardworking and disciplined since middle school. It's a personal point of pride. And it made it all the more excruciating to accept that I'd been overtaken by teenage infatuation. You could say that I lacked courage. Eventually, the school year passed by as I did nothing about my feelings. But I never got over him. We entered the fall of my 3rd year. Graduation was close, but I still had no idea what to do about my crush. Then I learned to my surprise that Tsukiji would be attending a local college. I had this on good authority, but since I'd flexed my powers as a student council member to dig into it, It wasn't Mizora, but if he was going to a nearby school, that would be unfortunate. After all, if I also went to a college nearby, I wouldn't be able to cut my ties with him. Ozaki told me once.
飛び丸クマのこと気に入ってると思うけど
Oh,
だってあいつ好きなやつとしか世間話しないでしょ
I wanted to believe it was true. I mean, he even broke his arm to save me during the craziness this summer. I didn't know if Tsukiji had a... They keep talking about the craziness of the summer. What is that? What do you mean? I didn't know Tsukiji had a girlfriend, but I was sure I had a chance if I asked him out. But giving in felt like throwing away everything I'd fought so hard for. Ever since I was a kid, I'd planned ahead. I used to look down on classmates who were obsessed by childish dreams and romance. And now here I was, actually willing to give up 6 long years of hard work for the dumbest of reasons. That wasn't me. That wasn't the Kojika Kumari I was trying to become.
小鹿どうしたの考え事うんちょっと頭冷やしてたおかげで落ち着いたから問題なしさてクオンジさんに挨拶しないとね
So I said, but I couldn't shake a slight tinge of regret. I should have listened to Ozaki instead of laughing through my nose when she said to wear something nice to the party. Well, it's not like I had a nice dress to wear anyway, so there isn't much I could have done to impress him. I clapped my hands on my cheeks to get my head on straight and tried to carry myself as I always did. It is now 3 o'clock. After greeting the mistress of the house, I went into the adjacent sunroom. I recognized the other guests here, so there was no need for introductions. The sunroom and drawing room were connected, and you could see each room from the other. Miss Kuonji sat on a sofa in the drawing room, elegantly sipping a cup of tea. Chattering nearby were Hosuke and Mr. Yamashiro. Didn't expect to see him here.
ほう裏庭の方にちらりと見えたのは多くの木なのですか日本で言えば奈良ですが僕の記憶には該当しないな
What if it's named after the deer park, or the deer park is named the other way around?
何か特別な品種なんでしょうね日本のものとイギリスのものは見た目からして違いますし多くの品種はそれこそ400以上ありますから
Why does my man know so much about trees? Did he just flex in his tree knowledge?
相変わらず自分の言いたいことしか言わないよね、この人。ハルシちゃん、この先生は人の心にズカズカ踏み込んでくる蛮族だから無視しちゃっていいぜ。それより俺と冬休みの予定について話し合わない？ハルシちゃん、スキーとか苦手そうだな。そこでこの頼れる木の実ホウスケが手取り足取り教えたいな。
He's trying. He's reaching for those stars.
2人とも退屈とは程遠い人なのね。
Dang.
理解したわ。木の実くんと先生はしつけられたウッドペッカーのよう。
Dang.
あの木をつつくか喋ってるだけのアホ踊りと同格っすかこのシャバゾウどもアリスさんから鳥認定されないソウの字に比べてちょっとだけ格上と見たっす
Front door. That's a boar? Same leather as pecking by rings better than Sonoji. Okay.
まあ死ぬか生きるかだけの自分に比べたらどっちも小物っすけど
So are any of them gonna be, are they gonna be like, what the frick is a bird doing here?
何あのまるっとした鳥
Oh, there it goes. Look at it, just pushing it over. There's a blue robin flitting to and fro around Miss Kuonji's head, chirping adorably. Okay, they can't hear it. Whenever it tried to land on her shoulder, she batted it away. Is that how she raised her pets? Ozaki was nowhere to be seen. She was probably in the kitchen or bathroom, taking a fat dump. With nobody to talk to, I took a seat and let my thoughts wander until...
クマリも招待されてたんだな。
He's kind of dressed hobo punk, you know?
随分と遅かったが、またアルバイトか？
Tsukiji kicked off a conversation in his usual casual way. His slender arms were picturesque, even when holding a glass of juice.
アルバイトは休み。今回の3連休全部休み入れたから。
そうか、そりゃよかった。岬脱出ロケットはもう秒読み段階ってことだな。となると、早朝のコンビニで顔を合わせるのもいよいよおしまいか。そういえば、俺がタバコを吸おうとしたら水ぶっかけてきたの、お前さんだったっけか？
Deserved. Save your lungs, bro. That took me back. Back in my freshman year, there was a student cocky enough to smoke in my store's parking lot. He was from a different school, but that didn't matter. I ran up to him, warned him, then hosed him down with water. Can you believe I did that to a stranger? I got flustered and tried to apologize, but the boy was already reaching for another cigarette before I even finished. He turned out to be Tobimaru Tsukiji.
Yeah.
That's a new sprite.
生徒会室で再会するとは思わなかった。
Front Tsukiji.
俺はあれかね。気に入った女どもにはまず水か喧嘩をふっかけられる運命なのかね。
You just said it.
たまたまでしょ。それより築地、いつから来てたの？
You just ignored it.
俺たちは午前中からだよ。木の実の野郎が張り切っててな。仕方なくだ。
Sorry, what? He got a what?
誕生会は夕方6時からだから、まだ時間に余裕はある。
We're just gonna ignore that phrase? What do you mean?
疲れてるなら部屋で休んできたらどうだ？ちょいと顔色悪いぜ。
We're gonna ignore the bug in the ass? What do you mean? If I had to describe the most unfair aspect of Tsukiji, it was his ability to be sensitive even when coming across as rude. For my part, I was way too shy. It took a serious effort to talk to a lot of people in a new place, even if I already knew them.
そうね。ちょっと客室で一息入れてくる。
おう、そうしろそうしろ。くまりの部屋は確か。
ねえトビー、宗十郎さんどこ行ったか知らない？
Just the fact that you've assimilated to the point where you're on a short name basis with everyone is so weird.
宗十郎なら買い出しじゃないのか？飲み物が足りないとか言ってたしな。
本当？行くなら僕に声かけてくれればよかったのに。まあ、そこが動物っぽくていいんだけど。
Funny. As I mentioned earlier, the blonde boy's name was Bayo. I didn't know his full name, nor had he ever formally introduced himself. Tsukiji, Ozaki, and Shizuki all called him Bayo, so I just followed their lead. He seemed to be fond of Shizuki. Whenever he had a chance, you'd hear him go,
宗十郎さん、今度のお休み、遊園地に行きたいです。
Oh, he got like a little brother.
宗十郎さん、お腹減っちゃってません？
Aww.
ぜひご一緒しましょう。
It's kind of cute that he got like a little brother.
宗十郎さん、特に理由はありませんけど、頭撫でてほしいです。
Can you believe that? A dog that can pat other dogs. Amazing. Look at him! And so on. He clung to him like a cat to a curtain. Was Shizuki even the kind of person that was popular with kids? All this Sojiro every day was starting to grate on me. Anyway, I went to find my guest
く
room.
まり、部屋は分かってんのか？
はじめに青崎に聞いた。30分ぐらいで戻るから。
Slinging over my shoulder the bag I put down in the drawing room, I headed up to the guest rooms on the second floor. According to Ozaki, I'd be staying in the second room of the east wing.
あら、
Ara. As I headed out into the hallway, I ran into Ozaki. She seemed to be on her way from the bedrooms to the hall.
青崎も休憩？あの突き当たりってあんたの部屋なの？え？そうだけど、別に部屋には寄ってないわよ。
Why are you blushing?
私はちょっとした探し物の途中だから気にしないで。
What are you up to?
客室の鍵は開いてるから。部屋の机の上に鍵があるから、出るときはそれで施錠してね。
Oh my god, did you kill someone? Ozaki took the stairs down to the first floor. We're gonna find a dead body in our room. There's a body in the bed, I can already see it. My room was unoccupied. I checked to make sure I was alone, then put down my luggage and stowed my wallet in a pocket. I considered keeping my favorite bunny-shaped commuter pass and Lucky Charm with me, but all it contained was a yearly school festival photo anyway. I left it on the table. I was going to be spending the night in an unfamiliar building. It's best to travel light.
鍵はああ、これね。
I swear to God, if this is just a Danganronpa chapter. It was a brass key with an old-fashioned and elaborate design that perfectly complemented the mansion's European theme.
疲れた。
I beat. I plopped my butt down on the bed. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I assume that was a body by the way it was kind of laid out, but it must have just been stuff under the bed. I was always self-conscious around Tsukiji, but Miss Kuonji made me nervous in a different way. For some reason, I always felt a pang of guilt whenever she looked at me. It was like being gently interrogated, being confronted with all my life's failures. Yeah, white women will do that to you. I doubt she meant to make me feel that way. It was just how I reacted to her. Nobody was perfect after all.
青崎も雫もよくあの子と暮らせるもんだわ。
They all think they're the normal one. I could only respect them for that. Ozaki simply had an iron will. I bet she lived without any regrets. Shizuki was completely different. It was clear he was oblivious to how scary Miss Kuonji's gaze could be.
それはともかく。
Oh, flump. I fell backward onto the bed. Outside my window, the sky was overcast. The weather forecast had said the 3-day weekend was supposed to be sunny. Not so in the mountains, I suppose. Well, big nap time. At this point, I'd met 6 people staying here. Ozaki? Miss Kuonji? Please put a space after your commas. Shizuki? Tsukiji? That idiot Hosuke? Mr. Yamashiro? And Bayo. Miss Kuonji had implied there would be other guests staying here too. This was a Western-style house, and people didn't take their shoes off at the entrance, which is very weird because I've only ever known that people always do that. I will forever say that is the weirdest thing that, Japanese stuff is like, oh yeah, people, keep their shoes on in Western. No, they don't. What are you talking about? So I couldn't guess their number by counting shoes. For now, I had no idea how many people were here. I decided to rest my eyes and take a short nap. One trick I picked up from years of part-time work was the ability to sleep in exactly 15-minute intervals. That sounds like hell. As I drifted off, I heard a laugh. Or was it a scream? Oh God. This is absolutely going to be a murder mystery.
Yes.
15-minute nap done. Checked myself in the mirror. Took a hairbrush out of my bag, quickly brushed my hair, and left the room. As I locked the door behind me, I heard an unfamiliar voice coming from downstairs. A new guest? I didn't hear a peep until I left the guest room. Must have had great soundproofing. Soundproofing in the rooms? Put that in my mind. Yep. Can you imagine coming down and seeing a priest and a nun? And it's like, oh, we're having that kind of party.
連休中は晴れるという話でしたが、2日目からこれとは我々もついていない。
This is fun. This is really fun though.
どうでしょう。ここに集まった人間に問題があるとも取れますが、まあ、エイリ神父に問題がないかといえば、それはそれで首を縦に触れないのですけど。
So immediately being told the culprit is her, kind of. Now, mind you, they can't see. That could also be Eri, because without glasses, I don't know, But my mind goes to Yuika there as if that's gonna be who it is.
そういうことは思うだけで口にしちゃダメよ、ゆいちゃん。あ、お洗濯ちゃんと片付けてきた？お布団とか出しっぱなしじゃないかしら。
それはご心配なく、今日のメンツを聞いた時点でしっかり取り込ませていただきました。
Suspicious.
不吉な予感しかしませんでしたので。
Bit suspicious. The guests were from Ida Church. Miss Kuonji appeared to have overheard them. She came out from the east wing to greet them.
面目ない。せっかくお招きいただいたのに遅くなりました。おかわりはありませんか、アリスさん。
あなたを呼んだ覚えはないけど、 来てしまったのなら仕方がないわね。どうぞあちらに。律香さんの席しか用意していなかったけれど、急いで椅子を用意するわ。
別段お構いなく。律香はともかく、
Oh.
私とエイリ神父は早々に立ち去りますから。
Hmm.
それと椅子も間に合っています。いざとなれば律香が椅子になると。
Strange.
ゆいちゃんひどい。何がひどいって、本気で人間椅子にさせられる現実とか、実力行使できるゆいちゃんと私のパワーバランスがひどい。
Talking about power balances.
お姉さんに対して当たりきつすぎると思うわ私。
Let's just call these guys Team Church. Miss Kronji led Father Eri and Yuika to the drawing room. Father Eri looked like he was enjoying himself. He was always so laid back with a permanent smile on his face. It was hard to tell how he really felt about being here. Sister Yuika was clearly unhappy. Then again, like Father Eri, her expression rarely changed, so who knew how she really felt? And then there was...
あ、小鹿ちゃんだ。じゃお。
Ritsuka. I wonder what manner of beast lurked beneath that cheerful veneer. Probably not even a kitten.
こんにちは、律香さん。律香さんたちも誘われたんですか、パーティー。ええ、ぜひ来てくださいってあっちゃんから。
Ali is such a good translation of Achan.
エイリさんとユイちゃんにはアコちゃんから手紙があったみたい。
Akko was also pretty good.
もしかして招待状の差出人ってそれぞれ違うのかしら。
Interesting.
そうみたいですね。私はしずきからだったし。
Ritsuko is Yuika's sister and not a real member of the clergy. She's just a regular citizen Misaki. I saw her every now and then in the shopping district.
それより律香さん、雨降ってきたんですか？
This is freaking Seinfeld now. What's the deal with the weather?
パラパラとね。すぐに止んでくれればいいけど。
God, I love rain. Ritsuka glanced outside, concerned. Ooh. I should just go home. This is wild. I'm only doing, a couple of these saves here because I'm going to be going back and doing them all. But I feel like I'm going to pick all the bottom ones for this one. Let's just do that. Let's just pick all the bottom ones for now. Let's just go home. Maybe I should just go home.
天気予報はずっとお日様マークだったのに。本降りになったら帰りは大変かも。ほら、山の中ほどまでしか上がってこないでしょ。タクシー。
Ritsuka was right. If you really wanted to go home, you have to be ready to be soaked to the bone. Thinking about it, I couldn't believe Aozaki stuck out the commute to and from school for over 2 years. I was impressed.
あれ？どうしたの、小鹿ちゃん？みんな今にいるんじゃないの？いえ、部屋に忘れ物があるんです。
I like the bottom option. Feels like let's just be a weirdo.
皆さん、先に行っていてください。
Are we gonna get a bad end? Oh my god, we're literally just leaving. We're just leaving. I retrieved my overnight bag from the guest room and returned to the foyer. I could hear Ritsuka and the others laughing in the drawing room. Reluctantly, I left the Kwanji estate. I'm not exactly sure why I wanted to go home. Maybe I felt overwhelmed by the mansion. Maybe it just wasn't my scene. Or maybe because Tsukiji was there. It's probably a combination of all three. The sun was nearly below the horizon. If I could just get home before dark, I could end the day without incident. I wasn't ready to face Tsukiji with entrance exams around the corner. Walking down Shiro Inuzuka, I told myself this was for the best. But then, I suddenly recalled another urban legend. Descend the mountain alone in the witching hour, and a cannibal will be waiting for you at the bottom. Long before the Kuonji estate was built, this mountain was home to a monster that attacked and killed anyone foolish enough to stray too far from their group. The words attacked and killed made it sound more humane than ate. Probably someone who was cast out of their village. Wow, those are some dark thoughts I'm
あれ？
Must have taken a wrong turn. I was back behind the Kuonji estate.
おかしいな。ちゃんと下に向かってたわよね。
Oh my god.
私。
Did someone put up a bounded field? I thought out loud to try and ease my tension. Wait, what was that? A shadow in the shade of the trees that looked human.
誰？
My voice rang out. No response. It was getting dark out. There wasn't even a breeze. Now I remembered why I wanted to go home. Yeah, I had a feeling that something bad would happen if I stayed. Something impossible unfolded before my eyes. I felt a sudden shock in my stomach. Reflexively, I brought my hand to my mouth, too late. I fell to the ground. Warm blood flowed out. Oh my god, are we getting actual Kamari deaths? Along with my strength. My hands helplessly reached the sky for help. Took the last of my strength, but I managed to catch sight of the shadow.
ダメじゃないか。始まる前から終わるなんて。
What the frick? Something axe-shaped came swinging down. The last words I ever heard came from someone with the face of a monster. Dead end, huh? This is interesting. So, let's if I hold. Okay, so we can skip through very quickly at least. All right, let's be normal. Let's be normal this time, right? We'll pick the first options. So it might be an ill omen. Whoop. Hey, guess what? Guess what we can do? Let's try that again. Go back here. All right, so can I set it to might be an ill omen. So, can I settings, where's the text, read text color, control, cancel skip for selections, make decisions unskippable. Yes, skip mode. Only when read. Make all skip you've read skippable. Okay, so I guess it didn't count. Make decisions unskippable. Yeah, we don't want decisions to be skipped. Right? Still weird that there's mouse controls for this game. It's very strange. Okay. I spaced out and random thoughts filled my mind.
くまりくん、何しているんですか？行きますよ。
Oh, is this the same?
はい。
I think it is the same. Okay. So we can skip this, okay. Alright, let's see here. I should head to the drawing room. Well, let me skip, I'm just gonna check. No, it won't let me skip. Okay, so it's good. At the very least, I should greet the mansion's owner and guests. I decided to head straight to the drawing room.
こっちこっち。もう大体集
Just
まって
keep
る
that
から。
on, just until we're ready. The corridor of the East Wing's first floor was dimly lit. I could hear the sound of friendly chatter from beyond the door ahead. There you go, now it's the same, okay. Good to see how this is going. Oh, no, that's okay. Alright. We'll be again normal this time. Okay. Church gang's here. So the rain is going to get worse. I'm sorry, Ritsuka, but it looks like the rain's only going to get worse.
寒い。ここ外より寒くない？ですね。今に移動しましょう。賛成だけど。ま、宗十郎さんには宗十郎さんの仕事があるんでしょうしね。待っててあげようと思ったけど、余計な気遣いかも。
Sojiro needs his Sojiro time sometimes, you know?
しずき、外にいたんですか？ええ。山道の方で草を刈っていたわ。すごい勢いで。ヘリポートでも作るかっていうぐらい。
So was that him who killed her? I could never figure out what made that guy tick. It's too tiring to even try. We moved to the drawing room in search of warmth. Ah, 6 p.m. Is that rain? Oh, the sound of rain on the window. It's so nice. The rain showed no sign of stopping. In fact, it seemed to be getting stronger. The sun hadn't set yet, but it was already as dark as night outside. The party had yet to begin. Looking over the drawing room and the sunroom, I saw everyone engage in conversation, even the bird. The card game Hosuke brought had caused a stir in the drawing. Hosuke would bring cards against humanity. It was getting competitive, mainly. Apparently, they were playing a fantasy-themed construction game from Germany called Puppet Pass. Oh, Alice would be so freaking into that. It was basically the kind of game where players try to sabotage their opponents, so everyone was putting on forced smiles while they schemed against each other. In contrast, the older people in the sunroom were drinking wine and watching the students intently.
驚きましたね。誕生会が始まるまで館内は自由に歩いていい決まりだとは。
別に入られたら困るところはそもそも壁に変えたから。
Okay.
今日だけの変更だけど、それなら遭難者も出ないでしょう。
I was curious about that, so good.
壁に変えたって何を？
Don't worry about it.
それに遭難者とかアリスちゃんたら大げさなんだから。そりゃでけえ屋敷だけど迷子になんかなりませんよ。
Don't worry about it.
私たちの客室も用意してくれたのね。夜になったら帰る予定だけど、心遣いは助かっちゃうな。
That sounds like something's gonna keep you here.
ゆいちゃん、せっかくだし服着替えてこない？お姉さんのチャイナドレスとか貸してあげるから。さすがにパーティー会場にシスターはどうかと思うし。
Shout out to them actually translating it as Kipao, cause yeah, don't call it a China dress. Kipao is the name.
結構です。魔女の家で冷装を脱ぐなど自殺行為。私はあなたのように遊びに来ているわけではありませんので。
You're just openly calling it a Mystic coat, huh?
いや、遊びに来てるんですけどね。私ですら手ぶらで来てるのに、シスターユイカと来て。
He's like, no, actually, I did come for a little bit of, drinking and fun.
どうしてこう、いつでも臨戦状態、よらば切る出刃包丁。
あなたたち二人が不真面目な分、私が引き締めなくてはいけないだけです。
Never mind, now it is. I wasn't looking at the minute hand. The clock struck 6. Outside it was completely dark. Sorry. Do I hear a helicopter? With Mr. Yamashiro and the church staff here, it'd probably be safe to go home tonight, but the rain gave me pause.
そろそろ支度をするべきではないかしら。
That is a helicopter noise.
トッキーはどこに？
Miss Kuonji declared the end to the card games with an unexpected question.
トッキー？トッキーって誰？
誰ってトキツのじいさんだろう。あれ？
Yeah, what? That's a
もしかして
strange...
小鹿じいさんに挨拶してねえの？
知らない。まだこの家に人がいるの？今さらだけど、全部で何人の予定なの？
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot that he's in this game.
私、青子、しずきくん、築地くん、木の実くん、くまりさん、トッキー、その他で合計13人。
That's a worrying number.
さっきから一堂には揃わないみたいだけど。
13人か。
1, 2, 3. I counted the people in the room. The numbers add up. The numbers off. I haven't seen Shizuka. Okay, we're gonna stick with the top options for now. Numbers add up. Just then. I was gonna say, that's a helicopter. I heard a strange sound outside, like something cutting through the wind. It grew into a louder roar. Is that a lower that seemed to pound the very walls of the building? Well, we were all distracted by that. Hello. You're the last character.
こんなボンクラどもはホイホイ呼んで大本命かつ大人気この超英国美少女であるリデル様をなんであんたの誕生会に呼ばないのよ
Okay. The girl who arrived was several times louder than the storm. Maybe she was the storm.
リデル、お前今日はよそでイベントだったじゃねえか。どうやってここに来やがった？
Okay, hold up. You know who she is?
決まってるじゃない。覚えておきなさい、飛び丸。あんたたちみたいな早くと違って私に不可能なんてないの。ちょっと一声かければ地球の裏側からだってミサイル飛ばせるんだから。
Okay, so you're an alternate universe version of Rin who if she had money, huh? Okay.
いや、ミサイル飛ばされてもな。
Without so much as a glance in our direction, the girl walked right up to Miss Kuonji. She was dressed in pink from head to toe. It was more accurate to call it a strut than a walk. Her boots made an aggressive clacking sound as they stuck to the ground.
あら、忙しくて引く手あまた。史上初の屋外
I feel like you shouldn't say these things with normies around.
のアイドルがわざわざ専用機飛ばしてまで来てやったわよ。
I feel like there's a lot here you're saying that we shouldn't hear.
悔しいでしょ。夢にも思わなかったぐらいサプライズでしょ。いいわ、遠慮なく喜びなさい。
Wow. I never thought I'd see the day Miss Kuonji's stoicism replaced with pure irritation. The girl in pink nodded smugly down at Miss Kuonji before finally noticing the rest of us.
何このトンチキなメンツ。せっかくの誕生会だってのに人選どうなってるの？親の敵まで読んじゃって。あんたそこまで病んじゃった？ほら、そこの神父。とりあえず私たちに土下座した後全裸になってチキン食べながら切腹してくれない？
What the frick?
あなたにだけは言われたくありませんね。
I'm very happy we're playing as Kamari who can just be like, what the frick? What is going on? Huh?
アリスさんに謝罪というのなら、まずあなたがするべきではないですか。
What did she steal?
奪ったものはきちんと本人に返さなければね。
What did she steal?
私はいいのよ。ちゃんと後でお金払ったし。アリスだってキャッシュで受け取ったんだし、あれはもう私のもの。外野がいちいち口挟んでんじゃないわよ。
What did you... What?
なんとアリスさんが貴重なプロイを売却すると。
Sold a ploy... Again, I feel like these conversations are completely shouldn't be around the normies.
お金で解決できる問題じゃないと何度も言ったのだけど、この子資本主義の犬だから、
Which
どう
one
言っ
is
ても
that?
返してくれないの。
また照れ隠ししちゃってこの。あんたも取引上手よね。お金では譲れないとか言って巧みにレートを上げていくんだから。
なあ、殿下。あのすげえ女、どっかで見覚えあんだけど。
I
ア
could
リスちゃん
wear...
の知り合い？
You could swear you've seen her before.
気のせいだ、忘れとけ。ありゃ関わったら破滅する。
How do you know?
百害あって一理もね。
Also, shout us this music.
そうですよね。俺もあそこまでキラキラしている人はちょっと。
Even Hosuke is like, nope, not for me. I ain't touching that. Despite whatever Tsukiji was saying, I knew the truth. Her name was Riddell. She stayed at Tsukiji's house for it. Oh. Apparently their fathers were business acquaintances. Well, I say she stayed with them, but the Tsukiji estate was so large they were practically in different houses. Or at least I hope that was the case. Wow, you are tied to everyone.
一応聞いてあげるけど、リデル、あなた何をしに来たの？
何ってあんたの誕生会でしょ。飛び丸の家に電話したら、坊ちゃんならクオンジさんの家の誕生会に出かけたとか言っちゃってさ。
Wow, they just straight up narked, huh?
もうカーッと頭ハイになっちゃって、ライブキャンセルして飛んできたってわけ。
Of course you're an idol. Of course you are.
あなた、私の誕生日覚えている？
当たり前じゃない。自分のは忘れてもあんたのだけは忘れな。あれ、まだ秋よね、この国。
よかった。脳はまだ正常ね、リデル。ほら、私、あなたの頭を叩きすぎたでしょ。それで気の毒な結果を招いてしまったのかと、少しだけ心配してしまったわ。
ちょっと飛び丸、何嘘言ってんのよ。今日はアリスの誕生日じゃないっての。
いや、でも招待状には確かに
Yeah.
クオンジ邸で誕生会をするからぜひ参加するように。
Wait, whose birthday is it?
そうそう。俺も会長から2000円と引き換えに招待状もらったよ。
She made you pay $20? That's hilarious.
ところで、 料金取られたの俺だけじゃないよね。
知らない方が幸せな話ってどこにでもあるんですね。ああ、私も久遠寺邸で誕生会をすると覚えてきましたが。
Is it Sojiro's birthday?
でも
Did we just
あっ
decide?
ちの誕生日じゃないのよね。
What?
なぜそんな勘違いを生んだのかしら。確かに誕生会だけど、私じゃなくてトッキーの誕生会よ。
Huh.
彼、私に祝ってほしいと言うから、この屋敷を会場にしただけなのだけど。
I reread the invitation. You're cordially invited to a birthday party at the Kuonji estate. Now I see. It didn't say anything about whose party it was.
やっほー、盛り上がっちゃって何の騒ぎってリデルリトル、あんたなんでここにいんのよ。ライブはねえ、今 NK ホールでライブやってんじゃないの。
You sound so worried, and it's really funny that, yeah, the music lover would be like, "What? You're supposed to be there."
私ビデオ録画してるんですけど。サボタージュ、ランチのカレーが辛かったから。
Ah, you got the fiery shits.
そんなバカな理由でコンサートをドタキャンするやつがいるか。音楽の神に謝れ。ファンを何だと思ってんのよ、あんたは。
I've not heard Aoko so distraught before.
やっぱりこいつマジうざい。だいたい私音楽とかどうでもいいし、
Oh,
ファンなんて
jeez.
私に貢ぐだけの働きありだし。
Oh my god!
跳ねた後はいつも虚しくなってディスカスするし、
You're horrible!
スポットライトは当たっても本当の私は誰も見てくれない。
Oh my god! Whoa! That took a dark turn. Chirping sweetly, a blue robin landed on the girl's shoulder.
はいはいはい、さすがリデルさん、感情のオンオフ激しいっすね。本当の私を見てとか見る辺全開で恥ずかしくないっすか。恥ずかしくないんすよね。すげえ、やっぱリデルさん魔術師よりアイドル向けっす。
Alright. Rifle range. Nothing ever. Rifle ranges. Estranges? I don't know. Your emotions are overless. You come into the room like you own the place, then complain about no one seeing the real you. Come on. You're definitely more a mangle and ringer. That's a singer than a mage.
そうよ、悪い。どうせ私は報われない。自分を主役と勘違いしている小じきみたいな最下層な生き物なのよ。道家なのよ。
I just really want them to go, why is she talking to the bird?
分かってるからほっといてよ、ロビン。後できっちり細切れにして犬に食わせてあげるから。
Our newest guest, yes, was talking to a bird. She really was one of those crazy pop stars you hear about in the tabloids.
なるほど。時津さんの誕生会でしたか。私たちもどうして呼ばれたのか半信半疑でしたが、それ、シスターユイカなんて、これは罠だから完全武装で行くべきです。
And I want them to, again, you're just saying this to people. I want them to go, what do you mean the priest is strapped?
しかしクオンジさん、肝心の時津百合彦氏はどこに？私たちも挨拶をしていないのですが。
Oh my god, he's gonna be the one that's been killed.
そういえば、ソン、アオコ、トッキーは？
え、いないの？夕食の手配、全部あの人が担当なのに。とびきりのシェフ団を手配するから、君たちはゆっくりしていなさいって自慢してたじゃない。
I'm gonna say he's absolutely organized it as a... He's organized a murder mystery for his birthday.
そりゃおかしいな。
That's what it's gonna be, right?
そういう段取りなら、シェフ団とやらは4時には到着していないと間に合わねえぞ。誰か時津のじいさんを見なかったか？
お昼まではここにいたけど、それ以降は見てないよ。私は一度も見てないわ。何度か席を外したけど、その時も見かけなかったし。
昼過ぎから今まで5時間近く誰もトッキーを見ていないの。
The room was silent. Everyone seemed to be waiting for someone else to say something. Even Hosuke and the pink girl didn't have any banter to offer.
あ、なんすかこの空気。カラオケ？カラオケ始まるっすか？自分テディボーイブルースとか得意っすよ。フリッキーにも歌つけてくれないっすかね。
Buddy, half the room can't hear you. The only one making any noise was the robin on the table. It was bobbing its head in a strange way.
ああ、みんな揃ってた。夕飯の支度は終わった？
What did you do? What did you do, buddy? The voice cut through the tension. A young man looking calm and composed had arrived. He must have picked up on the mood in the room. No, he didn't. With his staple, unreadable grin, Suzuki looked around the room and everyone gathered. Nope, this man can't read. This man could listen to an audiobook of the room and still not understand it.
ところで、屋根裏で時津さんが死んでいるんだけど。
There we go.
どうしようか。
You're so stupid. Oh my god, why would we have him be the one to bring us to this conclusion? This is going to be so silly.
これはひどい。
We were on the 3rd floor. A hellish scene greeted us in the attic directly above the hall. In the center of the room was Yurihiko Tokitsu. Or so we believed. The faceless body had been burned and most of his limbs mangled. Only the torso remained in a vague, recognizable shape. A burning stench filled the air inside the suit-covered walls.
顔はもうわからないが、こりゃ時津のじいさんのスーツだ。
俺見ないからね。絶対見ないから。
トッキーったら素敵な人ね。
焼肉が食べたい。
Wow! Speaking of not reading the room.
ねえ、部屋に鍵はかけてあったの？総十郎のいえ、屋根裏部屋に鍵はついていないわ。常時誰でも入れる状態よ。
Oh, you nearly let slip that you keep him locked in the attic.
Shit. これ死因は爆発による損傷とやけどね。
Said a naughty word.
爆発元は見当たらないけど、ゆりひこ爆弾で遊ぶ性癖があったとか？あ、まあ芸術家らしいけど。
みんな冷静になりましょう。これは犯罪よ。犯罪の匂いがするわ。
You're really into this.
どちらかというと、小麦粉ではないだろうか。
What? Hosuke remained on the 2nd floor trembling. The rest of us took turns surveying the scene.
みんな、現場には手を触れないようにね。見るときは2人1組で、どちらかが偽装工作をしないか監視しながら調査して。
Okay, one of two things. One, either she knows that this is a murder mystery thing, or two, she's so stupid that she thinks it's real and is in super serious mode.
あっちゃん、警察に連絡を入れてもいい？ありがとう。それじゃあロビーの電話借りるわね。
Oh, it's gonna be disabled. It's gonna be cut off. And this is before cell phones. Following the orders of a now quite animated Ritsuka, we moved around in pairs. Since Hosuke ran off, I ended up paired with Tsukiji.
しかし、とんでもねえシーンだな。爆発って、犯人は何考えてやがる。
I was surprised Tsukiji already saw this as a murder.
これ、事故じゃないの？
時津のじいさんが久遠寺邸で爆発物を取り扱う可能性はゼロだからな。
That is true. But we didn't hear an explosion.
ほら、この胴体ちょっと見てみろ。腰のあたりに妙な焼け跡がある。これ、ロープじゃねえかな。時津のじいさんは、この部屋でロープで縛られて、軟禁されていたと見るのが妥当だろう。
Tied up and killed with a bomb without anyone noticing?
でも、なんだって。
ああ、なんだってそんな回りくどいことをしたかって話だ。爆発物を使う利点は、そうだな。起爆までのタイムラグを利用した時間操作と遠隔操作が挙げられる。
Wow. Dead body or not, Tsukiji didn't skip a beat. He stayed calm and composed as he analyzed the situation. At times like this, he seemed so perfect. Actually, whenever I saw him get serious about anything, he was so damn cool.
だがまあ、狂気は分かった。パンダ。
What?
はい。
A voice called out to us from below.
みんな、ちょっと来て。大変よ。
Uh-oh.
電話、つながってないわ。
Okay, well, that was expected. Tsukiji and I looked at each other.
くもり、行くぞ。
I nodded, and we exited the attic together. Father Airy closed and locked the door behind us after we returned to the second floor. The sound of the rain was deafening. We gathered around the telephone.
電話線が切れている。じゃなくて、電話線そのものが抜かれてるわ。これじゃあ警察に通報するのは愚か。外部への連絡も不可能よ。
I wonder if some people's invitations explicitly said we're doing a murder mystery.
じゃあ直接呼びに行ってきます。
いえ、それは待ってください。今単独行動をされるのはよろしくありません。
Area 100% knows. The priest pointed toward the skylight. Raindrops struck the glass hard in thunderous cadence. At this point, we were in the midst of a full-blown storm. We'd all come on foot, so it'd be risky to go back down the mountain in this weather. However, Father Airy hadn't stopped Shizuki for his own safety. If someone wandered off by themselves, those left behind would be in a precarious position. For instance, it'd be easy to destroy evidence without any witnesses around.
とりあえず、今に集まりましょう。警察に連絡を入れるのは、話を整理してからでも遅くはありません。
Everyone agreed with the priest. Everyone except Hosuke. He seemed to be waiting for someone to reveal that this is all an elaborate prank. Oh, don't worry, we will. That'll come later, buddy. Whoa. Is that broken glass? No, it's not. That's just the pattern. I thought that was broken glass for a sec. Feeling a slight chill, I glanced at the front door. Just faintly, I had the sense that something was off. Outside, the rain became a torrent. With my mind in a haze, Pop just a couple save points every here and there. Plus, actually, this will let me do a comparison. Let me see here. No, it's just dark up there. Okay. Yo, something horrible's about to happen. Felt like something terrible is about to happen. I silently agree with Ozaki's muttering.
外の天気も荒れる一方だ。こりゃ土砂崩れの一つも起きてもおかしくね。そうなりゃ陸の孤島だな、ここは。
嘘？マジ？ラッキー！そうなればお泊まりじゃん。何？
No.
これフラグ？怖がるアリスちゃんを励ます係とか、俺立候補しちゃっていいの？
No.
どうぞご自由に。ま、一人死んでるんだから、もう一人増えてもいいんじゃない？
Ozaki, Tsukiji, Hosuke, and I grouped up. For now, the four of us were Team School.
エイリ神父、先ほどの死体ですが。
分かっています。明らかに殺人事件です。ですが、場所が場所ですからね。お
来たわ。新規臭い趣味だってアコちゃんに罵られて早6年。
Oh, watching lots of police procedurals?
夢にまで見た殺人事件の現場が来た。
Oh, you're... You know, if this took place in the modern day, you know that she'd be into like those true crime podcasts and get a little too excited when someone's been murdered. Team Church was made of those three. I'd expected them to be the most cohesive group, but that didn't seem to be the case.
ちょっと宗十郎、お茶もスコーンも出ないの？
Boy, you just integrated yourself into this whole place.
せっかくスターが訪問してあげたのに、ろくな歓迎もなし、いきなり殺人事件とか。あなたたち礼儀ってもんがなってないんじゃない？
いや、しかし待ってほしい。人が一人死んでいるのにお茶とお菓子を要求するのは、礼儀以前の問題ではないだろうか。
ああ？何？番犬のくせにご主人様に意見しようっての？どうしてここぞという時に常識人ぶんのよ、あんたは。
I just want to be like, no, you're not my master. Aoko is. Look at this collar. And everyone's like, oh my god, okay, that confirms that thing. The girl in pink grabbed Shizuki by the collar and shook him viciously.
青崎が2人。
Shizuki's eyes began to glaze over, probably because her fingers were digging into his carotid artery.
そこのピンク、まずそうな人間だけど、それ以上宗十郎さんに触れたら頭から丸かじるぞ。
I love that Bayo got put in his place and he's immediately like, Shizuki is my best friend and I would die for him.
はあ、やれるもんならやってみれば。ふん、あんたの弱点なんて分かってんだから。また返り討ちにされて、ネズミ大の大きさにしてほしいわけ？
There's a story here that we entirely missed.
へ、あれがこっちの本気だと思っていたなんて、目利きが悪いにも程がある。所詮は産業革命の陰でポッと発生したススの魔女の末裔ってこと？
Interesting.
ほんと、角落ち品らしいスカスカの脳みそだよね。
よし、死んで。犬同士仲良く2匹これ以上ないってぐらい愉快に死んで。もう1人死んでるんだし、あと6人ぐらい追加されても構わないわよね。
Meanwhile, the disagreeable team mansion was centered around Miss Kuonji, who was sitting on the sofa. The pink girl, Bayo, and Shizuki were bickering bitterly about something or other. Miss Kuonji, the mistress of the house, remained silent, her expression pensive. That blue robin had gone off somewhere again.
はいはい、みんなそこまで。この素敵な展開。
You are too excited for
異常
this.
な事態を前にして喧嘩している場合じゃありません。状況は火を見るより明らかです。時津百合彦氏が死亡していたことと、屋敷の電話線が消失していたこと、この2つの事件は偶然ではありません。これは連続したある人物によって引き起こされた事件と見る方が論理的です。すなわち
It's gonna be a sealed room murder? Sealed closed circle murder? That's what it is? Yeah.
時津氏を殺害した何者かは警察に連絡させないために電話を使用不能にした。
そう、その通りよ、小鹿ちゃん。これはもう立派な殺人事件です。そして犯人はこの中にいる。
It's a good thing we already got a hint.
これそういうイベントだったの？
そうよ、木の実くん。これはそういうイベントなの。油断していると後ろからバッサリなんだから。さあ、誰から持論を披露しましょうか。
I've never heard Ritsuka so excited. Maybe this is how she reacts to fear.
リツカ。
Oh! Right in the gut. She's out.
申し訳ありません。うちの者が不穏な発言をいたしました。しかし、全くの狂言でないことも理解してください。時津氏を殺害した犯人がこの中にいるというのは先走りすぎですが、状況の整理は必要でしょう。
I can't believe in the end this just became Among Us. I know that it's not. It's murder mystery. It's something different. But it's almost like Among Us. That sounded reasonable enough. Father Airy kicked off the proceedings.
まず屋根裏の状況から。あの部屋は鍵がなくて誰でも入れる状況だった。この中で時津のじいさんが屋根裏に向かうところを見た人、あるいは相談された人はいる？
I mean, most of us didn't even know he was here. No takers. Either Mr. Tokitsu entered the attic by himself without telling anyone, or he was taken there by the killer.
時津氏を最後に見たのは誰でしょう？私たち3人は夕方から入館しましたが、その時点で時津氏の姿を見てはいません。
俺たちは午前中からいたけど、朝は一緒だったぜ。
Oh, he was there at the beginning.
アリスちゃんの隣を奪い合ったから、これは間違いない。でも、そうだ。あのじいさん時計を見て、時間だとかつぶやいて、今から出て行ったんだっけ？
Despite appearances, Hosuke had a pretty good memory. When it came to anything besides studying, that is. In the end, Hosuke's statement was the last eyewitness account we had of Mr. Tokitsu.
となると、時津氏が消えたのは正午過ぎからですか。参りましたね。これでは全員に等しくアリバイがない。
Right. The time between his disappearance and discovery had been too long. Even though I arrived in the afternoon, I'd been to the bathroom a few times. The same went for Aozaki and Mr. Yamashiro. Everyone had been alone for at least 5 to 10 minutes at some point. The only exception who had stayed here with someone the entire time was Miss Kuonji.
アリス、エイリたちを迎えに行く時しか動いてないものね。鉄壁のアリバイだわ。
I really hope we interrogate the bird and have to have people translate.
細かく証言をすり合わせていけば、より確かな不在時間が出てくるでしょうが、あまり効果はないでしょうね。ここはアリバイより動機、あるいは凶器について話し合いますか。
動機の線でいけば俺たちは全員白ですよ。むしろ外部による犯行とした方が通りがいい。時津のじいさんはあれで大企業のトップですからね。親族による利権絡みで殺された
Is what I would say if I
普通の
didn't
考えでしょ。
know that it's a closed room murder, so.
なんで動機をあれこれ想像するのも無駄骨かと。
そのセリフ、私が言いたかったのに、ゆうちゃんのボディーブロー、痛すぎ。
なるほど。では
I see.
あな
Good
た
to
は
know.
凶器について殺害方法について考察するべきだというのですね。
It is worth mentioning. We do know that there is a certain character who brought weapons. And it's also someone who has his glasses. Or not glasses, but blind, you know?
凶器を特定させれば
Well, you said it was
誰なら殺害
bread.
可能かって問題に移れるでしょ。
My man's celiac, did he just eat bread and die?
幸い凶器ははっきりしていますから。エイリ神父は気づいていますか？
ええ、それなりには。今と屋根裏間でなぜ聞こえなかったのかという皆さんはわかりますか？
It was rather mean-spirited question. Father Eri observed everyone's faces as he waited for a response. So how was Yurihiko Tokitsu killed? I, Decision G. It was some kind of bread. That's the quick save button that I kept pressing. Right? It was bread. That's what we're gonna go with our boy. He said it was bread. So it's bread. It was some type of bread. Broadly speaking, I think the weapon used was bread.
何って一目瞭然でしょ。あ、手と足と顔にダイナマイトつけたんじゃないの？ええ、当然の論理的帰結ね。だって手と足と顔がないんだもの。
Ozaki was a thorough realist, but she could arrive at some pretty wild conclusions sometimes.
その可能性もなくはないが、今回は別だ。
There was flour.
時津のじいさんがどういう経緯であの部屋にいたかは不明だが、あの部屋で何が起きたかはわかる。
Those are bad.
はあ？粉塵爆発って大気中に可燃性の石炭が舞っていて、花火とかで引火したら爆発するっていうあれ？
Yes, sawdust explosions are nothing to laugh at. They're terrifying.
大雑把に言うとそうですね。石炭に限らず、そこが密室で一定量の可燃性の粉塵であれば爆発は起きるんですよ。他には鍋のサビとアルミホイルでテルミットも作れますが、まあ状況からして粉塵の方でしょう。
I want everyone to look around and be like, that's awfully strange for a priest to know.
でも、ならどうして胴体だけ残ってたの？そもそも粉塵爆発ってそんなに強いの？
それはこれから探るところだが、じいさんのコート、あれ防弾ジャケットなのかもな。それと死因は粉塵爆発とは限らない。殺した後に爆発を起こしたって線もある。爆発自体は小さいもので、手足と顔はあらかじめ焼いてあったのかもだ。
そうですね。それなら爆発の音が今まで聞こえなかった説明にもなる。あの粉塵爆発の後は何らかのカモフラージュという説も捨てきれません。
カモフラージュって何を隠すって言うんですか？
ですから、不自然さをです。例えば、あの遺体が時津市ではなく、全く関係のない人間の死体だったらどうです？
What are we doing?
その場合、顔があっては、あの死体
What
が
are we
時津市でないこと
doing?
は明白です。犯人は何としても顔を隠したい。しかし、だからといって顔を焼いては、その行為そのものが証拠になります。
Literally, who else could it be?
なので、焼かれていても不自然ではない状態を演出するために、あえて不自然な粉塵爆発を使って、大元の不自然さを隠した。
Like, actually, who else even is there? I think we've literally run into everyone. Right? I mean, the only person we actually haven't seen for a while is Mr. Yamashiro. Right? And we kind of have forgot about him?
大きな嘘の前には
Where did he
小さな
go?
嘘が消えてしまうというやつですよ。
それも言いたかったのに。
Everyone seemed impressed by Tsukiji and the priest. Heck, I sure was. Even if I pinned down the possibility there was a dust explosion in the room, I wouldn't have figured out why.
なるほど。粉塵爆発にそんな意味が。
Mosuke nodded solemnly.
で、ごめん、それってどういうことなの？
とりあえず凶器の所在を明らかにできるってことだ。宗十郎、台所に小麦粉はあるか？
今調べてる。ないな。買い置きがあったのに袋ごとなくなってる。
つまりどういうことだってばよ。
誰かが台所から小麦粉を持ち出したってことでしょ。それが示すところは。
The culprit knew their way around the kitchen. Right? It was Emyashiro. Or was this another possible misdirection? Just then, the blue robin, which had been gone all this time, came flopping back to the drawing room. It perched on Miss Kwanji's shoulder and let out a shrill chirp.
まあ
Miss Kwanji stood up from the sofa and looked at all of us.
真剣に討論をしているところ申し訳ないのだけど、
It's gonna be
皆さ
that
んに大変なお
Yamashiro's
知らせ
dead,
があり
right?
ます。その前に、しずきくん、少しいい？
She gestured Shizuki over to her and spoke to him in a hushed tone.
ちょっと、そこ、近いんじゃないの？隠し事とか感じ悪いんだけど。
Oh, they're
ごめんな
close.
さい、リデル。でもその前に、しずきくんからあなたに、とっておきの小話があるそうよ。
Did we just start an impromptu game of
き
telephone
っ
for
と素
fun?
敵な話だろうから。聞いて。
ああ、こんなことでいいなら、リデルの心を打つこと受け合いだってアリスが。君には何度か助けられたし、喜んでもらえるなら俺も嬉しい。
いいじゃない。聞いてあげるから言いなさいよ。
ジュティム。
あ
ジュテーム。モナムー。
I like you, my love, he's saying. Yeah, what?
おかしいのにあらい。そうじゃろ。アリスに遊ばれてるってば。今のセリフどんな意味だかわか。
What? What?
いきなり吐血して倒れ込んだ。
I rushed over to the girl in pink. No pulse. She wasn't breathing either. Pupils un. What the frick just happened? No sign of life at all.
完全に死んでいるわ。
What in the gosh dang? The atmosphere in the drawing room turned frenzied. Some looked shocked, while others looked cautious. And a few of us were utterly dumbfounded.
やっぱり、困ったことになったわね。
Is it a Gaius? A Gaius?
どういうことアリス？リデルのやつ、
説明するのは簡単よ。トッキーの殺害現場で気になることがあったから。さっきロビンに
Oh my
保管
god.
庫の様子を見に行かせ
Is
た
it a
の。
ploy that's out of control?
そうしたら一体分、
Oh boy.
プロイキシャーが空席だって。
プロイが？じゃあ、じいさんとリデルをやったのはそのプロイだっていうの？
正確には、プロイのルールに引っかかった。隠していても仕方のないことだから。はっきりこれから朝まで笑うのは絶対に禁止よ。
Oh my god. No, it's not a murder mystery. Do you know what it is? This is the no laughter New Year's challenge stuff.
なんで？
だって、この洋館、笑ったら死ぬ世界になったから。
Oh my god.
そんな笑ったら死ぬとかマジ怖いじゃん。
That sounds like laughter.
アリスちゃんったら冗談うまいんだ
Oh
から。
boy. Is he exploding? Oh my god, Hosuke exploded. Into money? Squid Games. That's where the bill came from.
マジのようね。
木の実くんのおかげでよりルールが見えてきたわ。自分から笑う分にはノーカウントで、愛想笑いも除外。
Okay.
でも人の言動や仕掛けで心の
Oh
底
my
から笑っ
god.
てしまったら
Oh
アウ
my
トと判
god.
断される
It's
の。
the punishment game with the guy with the blonde hair. It's all over again. This is amazing. I had no idea what was going on. Laugh and you die. Really? I knew Miss Kuonji wasn't exactly normal, but I didn't know she was insane. Then again, 2 people died in front of me after bursting out laughing, so was it true after all?
プロイキッシャーが稼働している。しかし、そんな魔力の流れがあるのなら、シスターユイカに気づかれないはずがありません。
これは完全先行型のプロイ。それにユイカさん。
Was she dead?
はい。クオン辞典の中で魔力の高を測るのは馬鹿げています。エイリ神秘。
Oh, yeah, that makes
私たちは
sense.
一つの巨大な神秘の中にいるのです。
そうでしたね。お恥ずかしい。私も混乱しているようです。
Being calm in this situation would be weirder. Father Aries seemed cold at first glance, but maybe he was actually a more feeling person than I realized. But what on earth was a ploy? The conversation was starting to leave me in the dust.
一ついいか。笑わされたら死ぬってのはいいよ。だが、死に方が一致しないのはどういうことだ。じいさんもリデルも木の実もそれぞれ違う死に方だ。ルールと言ったが、そこはランダムなのか？
Is it gonna be like you die in the way that you'll die in the future? Which raises many questions for Konomi.
死に方はその人の人間性によるわ。
Oh. Yo, is Konomi's root connected to money?
人間性、トラウマとか本質とかそういうのを表すの？
ええ。隠された性癖も暴露されかねないわ。
Interesting.
ああ、そういうことだったのね。ようやく合点がいった。いくらなんでもおかしいと思ったのよ。
木の実くん、札束まき散らして死ぬどれだけゴージャスな人生を期待していたのかしら。
その札束もこれじゃ救えねえがな。
What a wild bill.
リデルは普通なんだな。彼女のことだから俺はてっきり飛行機とかクルーザーに変形するかと思ったのに。
I'm happy we got this instead.
そうっすね。さすがリデルさん。見かけ倒し度が半端ないっす。吐血して突然死とか本気で地味すぎるっていうか。
Sex
木の
and
実の
Blake.
旦那以下とか、これだからさ
That's
下
a
は
cake.
出落ちすぎて救えねえっせ。誰か。
Oh, wait.
だっつー
She rejects death?
生き返ったなめんじゃないわよ。
She's trying.
心臓止まってくれる。死んで
Oh my god.
うわ、心停止を気合で耐えた人類初めて見ました。あの程度の笑いじゃリデルさんは殺せそうにありませんね。
すごいな。今度その秘訣を教えてほしい。
I bet you. Like, if you told if Sojiro got a heart attack, he'd be like, that kind of hurts a bit. I'm gonna take some Tums for that, and he'll be better.
ええ。完成されたゾンビのよう。私は信じていたわ。
あんたたち褒める前に謝るのが先じゃない。だいたい試すならそこのウェアウルフの方が適任でしょ。殺してもほっとけば生き返るんだから。
Because I bet you this could actually kill him.
だって私たちライバルなんでしょ。
That's really funny.
なら殺し合いをするのは当然だと思うけど。
うん、そうよ。ライバルってそういうものよ。
やるじゃない。好きあらば仕掛けてくるなんて見直したわ。
This is a house full of idiots.
やっぱりあの女、殺しても死なない子だったか。たまんねえな。
She wouldn't even die even if it killed her. Though clearly shocked by the girl in pink's horror show, Tsukiji was taking this all way too well.
ちょっと築地、あんた今のおかしいと思わないの？人が死んだのよ。ホウスケとか紙吹雪になって死体もないのよ。笑ったら死ぬとかなんだっていうのよこれ。
落ち着け。信じたくねえが現実だよ。クオンジの言う通り、この洋館はそういうルールの世界になって、
Wow.
リデルはそれに引っ
You're
かかった
just
が、
so quick
自
to
力で
accept
ルール
this all.
に抵抗したってわけだ。頭の痛いことだが、クオンジとリデルはその手のオカルトがありな奴らなんだよ。俺も具体的には知らねえけどな。というか、踏み込んだら巻き込まれる。ギリギリ外から眺めた結果、あの二人が本物だと判断した。
So much for
今はそ
protecting
れで納得しとけ。
the secrets of the mystics, huh?
納得できない。だってホウスケ死んじゃったのよ。
くまりさん、木の実くんの死を悲しむのはまだ早いわ。
Oh,
彼やトッキーはアウト
Good.
扱いで
That's
退
what
場
I
し
kinda
ただ
felt.
け。
I was like, they're not
現
gonna
実
actually
では
kill
まだ
them.
行方不明状態よ。誰かがこのゲームをクリアすれば、ゲーム内容はすべて無効扱いになって、
So that was the
彼らも元
ploy.
通りになるわ。
That was the ploy that killed her outside. Very interesting.
死んでない。ゲームをクリアすれば元通りになる。
I understood what Miss Kronji was saying, but for better or worse, I was a realist like Aozaki. This sci-fi and fantasy nonsense was too hard for me to swallow.
クマ、落ち着いて。気持ちも心情もわかるけど、今は話を聞きましょう。アリス、もっと詳しく話して。プロイの仕業なのは分かったけど、具体的にどういうルールになったの？
Yeah, how do we
ク
win?
リアって何？
このプロイは確率変動型のプロイなの。
Probability shifting.
使用者が定めた条件が満たされたら発動して、あとは丸一日稼働し続ける。
Okay.
ゲーム中は現実世界に新しいルールが一つ追加される。今回は笑わされたら死ぬでしょうね。またゲーム中は区域からの脱出は困難になる。
Yeah, I mean, we did.
この
We
区
it
域から
wasn't
脱
good.
出する方法は2つだけ。一つは誰がプロイの使用者なのか暴くこと。
Oh, it's okay. There's someone using
で
it.
も軽率に犯人を指名するのは避けるべきね。もし間違えていたり証拠が欠けていた場合。もう一つはゲームが終わるまでプロ以外の参加者が一人でもいいから生き延びること。
You mean like Among Us?
このどちらでもクリアになるわ。クリアさえしてしまえば何人
Okay.
犠牲者が出ようと帳消し。
That's why they're not freaking
みん
out
な
about
生
all
き返
this.
ってゲーム中の記憶は失う。
どうなることかと思いましたが、それなら問題はありませんね。
The sisters seemed relieved, but I wasn't, not by a long shot. Maybe it was because I was having a hard time wrapping my head around the situation, but I felt so on edge. Decision H. Think we should focus. It's easy enough not to laugh. I should point out we're one person down. I kind of want to, but we'll go with just option A for now. We'll stick with this. Right? Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to call this here. We're going to call this here for now because this is going to be a while. This is a long one. So, alright guys, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time for some more Witch on the Holy Night. I thought this would be 2 videos. This might actually be like 3 or 4 if I'm going to be honest with how long this seems like it might go. This is buck wild. We'll see you guys next time for some more. Ciao.